Let's continue our discussion about the usefulness of comprehension questions. Are comprehension, in other words, are comprehension questions good for reading exercise in an intensive reading program? So let's have a look at some of the advantages now. One of the advantages to include comprehension questions in an intensive reading program is because they help direct a learner's attention towards reading the text closely and carefully. And this can be done in a number of ways. One of the ways is to pre-test, to make sure to include such items which ensure that the students cannot answer without reading the text, or just they can't answer on the basis of their assumptions of the text. On the other hand, the exercise should include some multiple choice questions or true or false or yes or no statements which require them to answer by reading the text carefully. Another advantage is to make the learners consider more than one sentence, and this can be done again with the use of true and false or multiple choice questions. So it has its own significance for if we include comprehension questions in an intensive reading program, in the classroom especially. So when we talk about the classroom, we need to be aware of the role played by us as being EFL or ESL teachers. So in this regard, when we are engaged in doing such exercises, we need to find out the causes behind certain errors and need to give the feedback, formative feedback, which is useful for the learners. And we should give the feedback in such a way which develops a learner's attention or interest to find out the right answer. That's important. So, and we should give the feedback in such a way which helps learners avoid committing the error again and again. So, of course, including comprehension questions in an intensive reading program is one of the most difficult things to do, because we need to give a balanced approach, and we need to take care of the pros and cons of this one. So in order to do this, it requires certain amount of skills, time and effort on the part of the maker or the writer of comprehension exercises. So these exercises should be designed in such a way which are useful for the learners and which motivate them to read fluently and faster.